Welcome to Billy Review Stuff, where I review stuff. Today I'm looking at the Poxxus All-In. It's taken a little while to get here, and I am ready for it. I have my heat gun, and I have my knife, so I'm ready to open this up and see which one I'm going to review. Today we're looking at Kalizirr. First off, I'd like to say, I am sorry, Jeremy Gerard, because when this figure came up for pre-order, I was like, Jins are dumb. This is dumb. I don't like him. I don't like his color, stuff like that. But I took in what you said on Mythic Conversations. He's going to be fantastic. You're going to want to buy a second one. And I'm so glad I listened to Jeremy Gerard and bought a second one, because not only does his color scheme look way better in person, I've adjusted my lights the best I can to show where it has the differences in the blues and kind of, I guess, it's like a very light aqua with like a touch of like, just, it's definitely something you need to see in person. It's hard to describe, and it has where it comes off so well. His head sculpt is amazing. The extra kind of like mixed media of having earrings in there is awesome. I thought the hair was dumb before. Now I'm just like, okay, it has where it's like that billowing energy to it. Getting it in hand, it really turned me around on this figure. I love Kalizirr. He's fantastic. I love Jins now. I need more of this in Mythos. I need more kind of just beyond what we have now. This you know what? Jeremy, you're right. Jeremy, you don't suck. Jeremy, you're right. I was wrong. You were right. There we go. Let's take a closer look at this figure. So first off, like I said about the hair, at first I wasn't into the hair because I was like, oh no, it's going to have where it's this big, huge, chunky, heavy piece that's going to overweigh him. No. Freaking Tharnog shoulder pads and horns have where they off balance him. This ain't jack. This is wonderful. It has where it's on like that back part of his skull, close to where it's like, I guess you'd call it the crown, the same, whatever. But like it has where it's sculpted. Fantastic job, Articulation. Sculpted just right. So like wherever I turn it, it just has where it's that movement. It looks like he has that movement, that energy, that just flow. Like I think it's fantastic, because like there's so many figures that have where they're not with Mythic Legions, but with other lines where it's like they're in a static pose. I'm looking at you, McFarlane, and it's just like, hey, it's like it's supposed to be like this, oh, this is the intended pose, but we had articulation here and here, so it can spin, but it only looks good one way. This one, it's every way. Like it doesn't have a wrong way to me. He just looks like I don't know what elemental he's supposed to be, but I feel like it's air. I feel like Kalizirr is air or smoke. He has where he is just that. That's what Kalizirr, whichever, is to me. He does have where he has this like really neat necklace. It has a couple different colors in there. It has where it's very ornate. I like the way it looks. It has where it's very distinct. It's not like anything else we've seen in Mythos so far for theming. I like it. It does cover up where he has his pauldron holes there. I think the only thing that like I might have wanted from this too would actually, since it is on Kalizirr, yeah, I said it right finally. Actually, to have a couple pegs right here so I could put it right there, and maybe it have like where it could stay in place a little bit more. But that's like a little nitpick. It can kind of move around some. Since it is shaped to sit there though, it kind of like, it's not quite perfect. But yeah, the only way I could think of like this being better than what it is was to be like, just straight up give him freaking jewelry. But like, maybe that's a ways off. Maybe that's next. Who knows? Still has wonderful articulation. Again, let's get a closer look at that paint, because it's not just you see the difference in tones there. And again, like I don't even think the camera like is really showing it off the right way. Because at first, when I first saw the pictures of him, I was like, it's a blue genie. Oh goodness, no, he's so many different tones of blue. It's cool, like the sculpt, the raised like I guess you say scarification on his skull is cool. The horns in the back of there, the the earrings, the tusks. It's all there. As we go down, we have a couple pieces we already had, but in their own unique color and everything. We get to his waistband, and it has where it's its own unique waistband there. I think it's still the same like basic band around here, and this is another piece glued on there. I'm not gonna rip this one off, and thankfully this one has where like it's real. It doesn't have a lot going on there, like on Tharnog. Tharnog had where it was like it's a big lump. You can't kick forward. With this guy, you can kick forward. Yeah, look at the muscular thighs, back and everything like that, like you should. Then it goes into the soft goods. The soft goods have where it's like that's on there. That's part of the print there. It's not like it's like uh, ironed on or anything like that. Then you get down to the seaming on the bottom down here. Let's see, focus. And you have that gold, and then it goes around. It has that loop right there, and like it's on there very well. He has the front flap, which is also wired. This is wired. This wired all around. Then he has like kind of like the Monkey King. He has the scarf. Well, not scarf. I guess sash. It's a sash? Question mark. Around here, and it's all wired, and it has where it's a good weight with the gauge of wire in there, so it feels like it is lifty, it's windy, it's blowing in the wind, it's going there. It's Kalizirr, yeah. And then you get down here, and he has like the same kind of like little pieces on there. Like if I pulled off this foot right here, you could pull this off. Boom. I like that. I like where it's going. I hope as we continue on in the line, we'll again eventually get to where like you can strip every figure down to just like almost a bare body and have where it's like, interchangeable armor, stuff like that. And it's really getting there. Like the explosion in the parts library has made this amazing. Next up, I'm going to take a look at the accessories real quick. You can stay right there, Kalizirr, because you're awesome. He does come with 2 extra hands. The grasping hands are like that. Same as Tharnog. It's good. The one thing I hope happens with the brute scale real fast, real soon, like next wave that has brute scale in it, I really hope it has, is 1 extra set of hands. Whether it's actually no, I just want weapon holding hands with the vertical hinge, because we have horizontal hinges on all these. And with Kalizirr, amazing figure, wonderful figure, top notch looks, all that stuff. He has where he comes with an amazing sword. This sword is so well detailed. It's crazy just what's going on here. This like semi-demon head that has where it's breathing fire etched into the sword. There's no bit on this that doesn't look interesting to the eye. I love it. It's superb. Superb, I say. It's really cool. Like, dope. It doesn't have where it's semi-rigid there. It's got like a tiny bit of give, but still, if I had where I like bent this in half, it'd snap. But it's still solid feeling. And then also he comes with some smoke effects. You can put these around his hands, stuff like that, to have where it's like, ooh, smoky magic, things like that. Again, I guess that goes with the air, smoke, elemental. He might be. I'd like some clarification on that. I also like his bio. I've read the bios before. I haven't really talked about him during any of these reviews or any of these little sit down talks. He has where he's with Poxxus because of finally being freed, and the wizard who entrapped him in the lamp. Love that lamp. I had to drop in some hot water, straighten out and stuff. In the lamp, was a member of the congregation of Basilia or whatever, and I think Dorkly pointed out, or maybe someone else, where Arazak was a former member of the convocation of Basilia, and you know what? It sounds like a dick move that Arazak would do, and you know what? I hope Kalizirr finds out and he cuts that guy in two with this sword. But let's go on to comparisons. Here is Kalizirr with Tharnog, Samir, Zindi, Thrace, Arazak, 1.0 Valiant Knight, Super 7's $15 Blind Blag Godzilla, and Figura Obscura Monkey King Sun Wukong, who has where, I mean, like, it's not exactly the same kind of styling, but it has where it's that much different from how like Mythic Legions usually is styled. And I'm excited for like what other kind of like off the wall things that will come into Mythos and spice it up. So let's get to final thoughts. Do I think you need a Kalizirr in your collection? Even beyond Mythic Legions? Yes. Kalizirr is an amazing standout character here, so full of just uniqueness and just things that you don't see in a lot of toy lines right now. The only thing I could say that I wish was included with him again was the vertical hinged hands for holding weapons. But again, with like the brute scale body, it has where it's got like a little bit more movement than a standard 1.0 bearskin body. So it's, you can kind of work with it, but I do wish he had that hand. And again, Jeremy, you were right. I was wrong. Djinns are awesome. Please leave some comments down below. Do you like Djinns? Do you not like Djinns? Did you see Wishmaster and that made you think poorly of Djinns? Do you like Djinn the drink? Leave a comment down below. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, notifications, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.